Shifting focus to a CNN News 18 exclusive, Captain Shubhanshu Shukla, the first Indian to step aboard the International Space Station as part of the Axiom Mission 4, earlier spoke with my colleague Shrishti. This is an exclusive conversation in which he describes his space journey, an unforgettable experience, and what lies ahead. Listen in to that exclusive conversation.
Today we have with us Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla, yes, the Indian astronaut who made a historic mission for India and became the first Indian astronaut to board the International Space Station. Group Captain Shukla, welcome to CNN News 18. It's been months since that historic mission. How do you think it has changed the way people dream, the way India dream?
I think in a sense, a lot of ways it has changed. I did not have an idea of how this will impact people back home, but I can say that I'm extremely happy to see how people are excited about this, especially kids and youth. They are so excited about space now. They ask me such, strange and interesting questions. It just shows that their interest is growing and they're reading up on their own. And I think it is a great momentum that we should keep giving wave to, because the plan that we have of becoming a developed nation by 2047 and, precursor to that, a lot of missions that we have, I think getting this new generation excited and wanting to be involved, to be a part of this, I think that is going to be our core strength. So I'm really happy with the kind of excitement that is there in the country.
Right, sir. I think the big dream that India has is Gaganyaan, and the preparations are there. Yes, 2 years down the line. How do you think the preparations are going for that?
The preparations are going very well. In my talk today as well, one of the key points that I wanted to communicate was that the human space missions are extremely challenging and they're very complex. And I think that is what is to be understood by everyone. So these are not simple things to be done. So it takes time. But I'm very happy to say that the preparations are going very well and we are on the track. And now that we have been a part of a human space mission end to end, we have filled in the gaps. If at all there were some gaps, we have the knowledge now. And I think very soon we would be on our path of launching someone from Indian soil on an Indian rocket.
So it's been 5 decades since humans landed on the moon. You talked about it. So apart from just a technological demonstration, this human spaceflight, how important it is for India, also in terms of the scientific research? Why is it so important for us to do a human spaceflight?
See, when we pursue human spaceflight missions, what we are essentially trying to do is sustain life in an environment where it should not exist. The conditions are very harsh. And so what happens is, by pursuing this, you are solving very unique problems and coming up with unique solutions. And these solutions have a potential application for terrestrial based problems, over a period of time. And by pursuing such complex and arduous missions, what happens is that you create an entire ecosystem, the machinery to solve these complex problems, which not only solve these problems for you, but they solve a lot of other problems. And you stumble upon other solutions which you did not even think of in the first place. So I think just by the pursuit of such complex missions, you change the entire ecosystem of in a country of a particular section, and that ecosystem develops and it has the power to transform your education, transform your R&D setup, transform your industrial base setup, transform your economy and uplift so many people on Earth. And I said this when during my talk as well, that when you launch one to space, you actually lift 1 million here on Earth.
Right. So from being a test pilot in the Indian Air Force to now becoming an astronaut, how has life changed for you?
In terms of altitude, yes, a few, one more zero was added to how high I was flying, but it has changed in a lot of ways. I have been extremely fortunate to get the chance to travel to space and represent India on the International Space Station. And I absolutely enjoy that privilege that I have, but I also have a great sense of responsibility that comes along with it, and that is what my mission now is. I had a very different job description and mission back then when I was doing the test pilot job in the Air Force, and now I have a very different job and a very different mission. So I hope I'm able to do that as honestly and as sincerely as possible, and I hope I'm able to create and write this excitement which is there right now in the country and use this to enable our space program to grow by leaps and bounds of where we want to get.
Right. And becoming an astronaut is now a dream that millions of Indians thought about, but now it can actually turn into reality. What is one word to the students, to the young people who are really watching you and getting inspired? What is your word to them?
my word is first thing, yes, please be inspired, dream big. The first blockade that we have is in our own minds. Nothing is restricting you, nothing is stopping you. We are living in a country in India of 2025 today, where everything is possible. It is only restricted by what you can think. Please dream big and please work hard towards that dream. Don't think of the future, do what you can do today. And my request or my message to you is that we as a nation have decided that we'll land on the moon by 2040. We as a nation have decided that we are going to be a developed nation by 2047. But it is you who will get us there. So please get involved, please feel a part of this movement. Think what can you do to get us where we want to go. We will need all of you in future, so please working towards that.
Shrishti Chaudhary, my colleague, now joins us, getting us more details and perspective on that. Shrishti, we of course celebrated what the past looks like for Shubhanshu Shukla, but the focus is also on future. What is it that his future endeavours are going to look like, and what would that mean for India?
Well, Group Captain Shukla, as we all know, is the first Indian who traveled to the International Space Station. But we also remember that he's among the four astronaut designates who have been selected for India's ambitious human spaceflight program, that is Gaganyaan. Now, Gaganyaan is scheduled to take off in the year 2027. ISRO chairman today highlighted that the preparations are going in full swing for the first uncrewed test flight. Now, there are a series of uncrewed test flights which the space agency will undertake before the final human space flight. And he said that the preparations are going in full swing. So by early next year, we could have the uncrewed flight actually take off. And Group Captain Shukla, along with the three other astronauts, are preparing as part of the entire human space flight program. And remember, this mission also, Axiom Mission 4, which was carried out this year in June, in which Group Captain Shukla became the first Indian to travel to the International Space Station, was also one of the steps to prepare us for that bigger dream. And meanwhile, preparations are also going on in terms of preparing the rocket. Also, LVM Mark 3, which is the launch vehicle Mark 3, is being human rated for the Gaganyaan mission, and we saw it version of the rocket successfully take off in the mission that was launched this Sunday on 2nd November, when the ISRO launched its heaviest communication satellite aboard that rocket. So the rocket's track record is great, and of course there are several sectors which are coming together to make this dream a reality.
Right, Shrishti, thank